Since starting my weight loss journey, my two biggest struggles have been drinking enough water and keeping my meals interesting. So let's fix that. Good morning. So I'm about to head over to my parents for a few nights. I have a hair appointment today and I thought might as well just use that time to also sleep at my parents instead of driving back today. So I'll be doing that in a few minutes. I was initially planning on leaving after lunch, but it's currently 11:30 and my bags are packed. So instead of just waiting around and leaving after, I'm just gonna leave now, get to my parents early, drop my bags off before my hair appointment. That'll just make it easier. And so we'll be doing that in just a few minutes. I would like to finish photo number 1 though, before I leave so that I can fill this up and sip it on my drive. My goal for this week is to drink 100 ounces of water. So that's the equivalent of 2.5 of these because this is 40 ounces. Now, in terms of my diet, my goal for this week is to keep up with 100 grams of protein, but I want to add variety. I want to switch things up a little bit. I've been feeling a little bored with my food, and while it's been great because it's been getting me to my 100 grams of protein a day, and it's also allowed me to lose weight so far, I just want to try new recipes or new combos that I could potentially add to my regular rotation. So the goal is just to add variety, try new things this week, and being at my parents might help with that because I know my mom loves to cook. Now, let's drive. These cookies my dad made are so good. I need the recipe.
I decided to go for a walk because I thought it would be a great way to stretch my legs after the long drive. The weather is so nice today. It's one of the mildest days we've had so far, and I'm just really enjoying this weather. So I just had to come out and enjoy the fresh air.
Not bad for a little walk. I just filmed this whole update only to realize after that I wasn't recording. I definitely need to go to bed now, I think. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm back from the hairdresser and I wanted to give you guys a final update before I just go to bed. So today was a little bit chaotic. We still made it work. I mean, I am on water number 3, so I did finish 80 ounces. I have about 20 left to drink. I say 20, honestly, I'm already a quarter through this one, so probably only about 10 ounces left and we'll be done for today. I probably will end up drinking even more than that, so we're doing well on that part. However, the diet part today has been a bit of a struggle. For the first time since I've started this journey again, I am not meeting my protein goal today. I'm at 84 grams of protein, which is not all bad, but today was very chaotic, very touch and go on the road, and so I didn't always make the best decisions. I tried, like I was prepared. I had, like, for instance, in my bag, a protein bar that I could eat for dinner when I was at my hair appointment, but I didn't. Instead, I had like a Rice Krispie treat that they gave me, and then I came back here and had an egg salad sandwich for dinner. So I theoretically had all of the things, like all of the ingredients for success. I just didn't make it work, but it's okay. The whole point of this is to learn. It's a journey. There's gonna be ups and downs, so it's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I can live with that. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day and we'll start fresh and we'll just continue propelling ourselves forward. Good morning. So I just finished my first 20 ounces of the day, and for my next 20 ounces, we're gonna try liquid IV. So I got these the other day because sometimes I get bored with the taste of water or lack thereof, and so I figured that this would be a nice way to just spice things up a bit. I also got these blender bottles at Costco. I had a pack of 2, and so I figured, you know what, let's try this combo. Still have some of it. Oh my god. We'll tidy this up afterwards. Putting this in, and then adding my water. I don't hate this. This was the passion fruit flavor, and I like it. I'm also going to snack on this pure protein bar. This one is the chocolate peanut butter, and it has like 20 grams of protein.
I was feeling a little bored, so I decided to come out for a quick walk. It's a little cold, but it's such a nice day out.
For lunch, I'm having a Taylor's Farm salad kit. This one is the Asian cashew one. I have also added some Southern fried crispy chicken, and that brings me to 76 grams of protein for today. This salad is so good. just noticed that I'm officially over 10,000 steps for today. I just finished water number 2, so now I only have 20 ounces left to drink. I have also met my protein goal for today, so now I'm just going to fill this up again and take a shower, get ready for bed. Let's go home. I just got home. It's 1 o'clock and I am starving. So for lunch, I made myself my favorite salad combo with the Costco chicken nuggets, which brings me to 60 something, 62 maybe grams of protein for today. And I'm just gonna enjoy that while finishing my first water of the day.
Oh, I can't believe you would even suggest.
Water number 1 is done. So now on to water number 2. It's now a little bit later. I'm fully unpacked. I've also thrown in a load of laundry and done some YouTube editing. So now I think I'm going to reward myself with a little bit of reading time. I've been in such a great reading mood lately. I finished 9 books in January, and so far we're only 6 days into February and I'm already onto book number 3. Before I pick up my next read though, I figured I would give you guys a few book updates. So in the last vlog, I believe we left off as I was finishing The Score by Elle Kennedy. I ended up finishing that and giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. Next up, I picked up Top Secret by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen. I had seen a few book influencers that I love recommending this book, and so I thought I would give it a try. To me, it ended up being very mid. It was not bad, but it also wasn't great. I'm used to more from both of these authors, and so this one was a little bit disappointing for me. I do love a good anonymous pen pal trope, and this one was handled well, but I thought it was a hockey romance for some reason, and this one just really wasn't. So maybe it's just that I didn't have the right expectations diving into it. Finally, yesterday, I finished reading The Kennedy Rule by Casey Carmichael. This was pitched to me as a heated rivalry 2.0. So I'm talking rival to lovers, hockey, obviously, male romance, but in this one, they are going to the Olympics. As it turns out, this one didn't have any heat or rivalry. It's actually a very soft and sweet romance. So if this is something that you're into, you're probably gonna love this one. But for me, I like a little bit more angst, especially in a rivals to lovers story. And let's not even dive into the rivalry aspect because that was over 3 chapters in. So in the end, I gave this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So now I'm actually about to pick up Game Changer by Rachel Reed. I think picking up the last book just made me realize that I wanted more from this world. And so I've decided that I'm finally gonna read the rest of the series. I've read Heated Rivalry and The Long Game before and actually reread Heated Rivalry earlier this year. And my goal is just to finally catch up to the rest of the series. So I'm starting with Game Changer, which is book number 1. It follows Kip and Scott, and we actually see their story in the first season of Heated Rivalry. So I'm very excited to dive into this. For dinner, I'm taking inspiration from a photo that I saw on Pinterest, and I made myself a deconstructed chicken burger type of bowl. So we have some chicken that I got from Costco, sweet pickles, corn, some fries, as well as some dip. This is the Renee's cucumber and dill dip. And I know this is kind of a weird combination, but this will bring me to 102 grams of protein for today. And I'm, of course, going to enjoy that meal with a crisp Diet Coke. I just finished drinking my 100 ounces, so now I'm going to bed. Time for lunch, and I'll admit there's not a lot that sounds even remotely interesting or appealing to me right now. So I think I'm gonna go for a cup of soup. So this is the Saint-Hubert cream of chicken. I love this stuff, but it's not necessarily the highest in protein. So I think I'm also going to put in these Costco chicken nuggets in the air fryer. So that'll bring me to 62 grams of protein for today.
boilerplate. You didn't accept either
As a brand and a company. Nope, but we've got a name for it, and that's a great start.
I'm feeling a little bored right now, so I think I'm gonna work out. I was initially planning on going to the gym today, but it snowed last night, and honestly, I just don't feel like taking my car or getting out of my apartment. So I think instead, I'm gonna put up a video on YouTube. I'm thinking of doing a Get Fit with Rick walking workout. I'm a little bit behind on his uploads, and he's my favorite channel when it comes to at-home workouts. So I think that's gonna be a great way for me to clear my head and just get some movement in. I'm a little bit behind on my steps for today. I'm only at 2,000 steps, and while I don't have a specific goal this week, I would love to just, get my body moving. So we're gonna do that. I've also finished water number 1, and now for water number 2, I'm doing another liquid IV. Don't worry, this time I didn't make a mess while making this. And so I'm gonna enjoy this and do my workout.
2, 1, 2. First thing I do is you go 2. Now if you're brand new here, I'll do 12. Towards it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And most importantly, feel good. If you enjoy.
I'm almost done with my liquid IV, so we'll be getting back to the water quite soon. But I finished my workout. I'm really glad that I did that. I think it really helped me clear my mind. However, I feel like my body is itching. I had to stop like after 30-40 minutes. I don't know if it's a blood flow or if it's like an allergic reaction or something, but whenever I do these workouts, my body tends to start itching, especially my upper body. I feel like my lower body is fine, but the upper part, for some reason, itching like crazy. Like I'm trying really hard right now to not scratch my entire body because I know it'll make it worse. Anyway, I wanted to have a real talk with you because I've been struggling this week. I don't know if it shows because I feel like I haven't been vlogging as much as usual, but I've been struggling with brain fog. For instance, I'll start walking into a room and I'll forget why I'm there, or I'll start a conversation with someone and just have to stop mid-sentence. So as you can imagine, that has made filming these videos a little bit difficult because I'll start talking to the camera and I'll suddenly forget where I was going. It's like my brain shuts down for no reason whatsoever, and I read online it could be due to, the burnout that I went through, and it's like my brain is the last part of my body that needs to recover, and so it has to shut down sometimes, and it's like it's finally realizing that it's safe and no longer has to be on all the time. But yeah, I feel like it's been a little bit difficult because of that, and I've been going through some other things in my personal life as well, and it's just been a little bit of a mess, and therefore I just haven't been able to prioritize my health as much as I would want to. I feel like I have been trying my best to keep up with the habits that I had started, but I still feel like I am not doing the most that I could. Like for instance, I wanted to focus on getting my water in. I'm getting my 100 ounces of water a day still, but I still feel like I am not doing enough. And then with the diet part, I wanted to add variety. And while I've done that, like I've tried to add like new elements, for instance, like the salad kit was something different that I don't do typically, or, adding peaches to my poke bowl that I had the other night when I was with my mom, and doing little things like that. Not necessarily massive swaps, but still switching up a few things here and there. I've been making progress and like small steps, but for some reason I feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I really wanted to, just switch things up and kind of make things more interesting, not only for me but also for you guys. And yeah, for some reason I've been struggling a little bit. Like I'm doing things, but I just don't feel like it's enough. I don't even know what I'm going with this, but I just wanted to let you know that sometimes I struggle. I think now I'm just gonna chill out, read. I deserve this. I am nearly at 6,000 steps for today, so I feel like I'm doing well. I'm just going to continue sipping my water, or my liquid IV in this case, and just try to get at least a little bit more reading done. I've been enjoying my book, so I'll just get back to that. I was feeling a little bit snacky, so I got myself some popcorn that I can enjoy while I'm reading. I'm getting hungry, so I think I'm gonna start prepping dinner. Tonight, I'm gonna have pasta. I'm in the mood for something cozy. With this weather that we've been having outside, I think this dish is gonna be perfect. I actually have some protein pasta that I bought the other day. I'm sure the marketing got me on this one, but this is 17 grams of protein per portion, and I'll take every gram of protein that I can get. So I'm gonna put that on the stove. I also have some Italian sausages in the fridge, as well as some spinach that we can throw in, and that'll make a cozy little meal for this evening. so excited to eat this. For breakfast this morning, I'm having peanut butter toast and a Premier protein shake for 36 grams of protein. Let's go to the gym. I'm back from the gym, and I will say it was quite busy today. I was kind of low-key expecting it because it's a weekend day and it's the morning, but still I thought it might have been a little bit more empty because it's super cold outside, but no, people were working out today. Now, I was planning on doing a treadmill walk, but all the treadmills were taken, so I had to resort to the elliptical, which I'm really glad that I did that actually, because I realized that I haven't been pushing myself a lot this week, or even the past couple of weeks. Just feel like I have been kind of stagnant, and this workout just really pushed me outside of my comfort zone. I did something different. I felt good afterwards, and I'm really glad that I did that. So I was happy about that. After, I ended up doing a quick grocery store stop because I know I said at the beginning of the week that I didn't want to go to the grocery store because I wanted to use what I had in my fridge and pantry, but I was running out of fresh items. I had barely any fruit or vegetables that were fresh or even frozen. Like, my selection was getting smaller and smaller, and so I was like, you know what, let's just bite the bullet. I want to start the next week on the right foot and just have all of the ingredients for success next week. So I decided to just drop by. So we have a grocery store haul. First, I got some more fried crispy onions. I love those in salads. Cherry tomatoes, baby cucumbers, raspberries, as well as blueberries. I was craving some berries for some reason, so really glad I got those. I tried this granola when I was with my parents and I was obsessed with it, so I decided to buy it. I do have some granola at home, but I don't think I have a lot, so I'm excited to try this. A tomato for sandwiches and burgers. For lunch, I got myself a chicken salad sandwich because that sounded really good. It's actually 1 o'clock and I'm starved. Some bananas. I have these pretzel bites that are honey mustard flavored. I was excited about this. When I saw this, I was like, oh, that sounds really good actually. I want a good snack and I think this is gonna be perfect. I saw they also had this honey mustard and onion flavored, and I'm pretty sure I tried those before. I got this peach and mango Canada Dry. I've seen some ads on Instagram for this as of late, and for some reason that sounded so good, but I didn't want to commit to buying like a pack of 12. So I was excited when I saw that I could try at least one bottle. I have some yogurt. I love this one. I tried this when I was at my parents', I think last week. Obsessed with it. Love this. And finally, I got some cinnamon toast crunch. I've seen a girl on Instagram who did like a yogurt bowl with like berries, and she topped it with that, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds incredible. So I think I'm gonna try that for breakfast or maybe for dessert at some point this week. I'm behind on my water, so I need to start chugging. I just finished both my water and my book. It's time for dinner, and I was craving both chicken nuggets and pasta, so I thought, let's make both. So I have the same protein pasta that I had yesterday, on which I've drizzled a little bit of olive oil. I've also added some cherry tomatoes and some salad seasoning. And on top of it, we have the Costco chicken nuggets, which brings me to exactly or a little bit over 100 grams of protein for today. And then I'm gonna be enjoying this while drinking this peach and mango Canada Dry that I got today. So far, I like this. I think I might buy a full pack of this because this is definitely a fun drink that I could see myself adding to my rotation. And then I have about 20 ounces left to drink before I hit my water goal for today, so we're doing well. It's time for the final recap. So this week, the scale actually went up by 0.5 pounds. That is definitely kind of discouraging, but also I did weigh myself throughout the week and saw that the scale had actually gone down. So I'm not sure if I'm just having an off day today. I am feeling a little bloated this morning. I've been feeling the same way yesterday morning, so I'm thinking maybe the pasta that I've been having is not doing it for me. Maybe that contributed to the number that I see on the scale this morning. But overall, I know I'm still putting in the work. I know the healthy habits that I'm trying to implement are working. It's just that sometimes weight loss is not linear. You might see progress in some capacity, like I could be gaining muscle or shedding fat, but the scale is not necessarily reflecting that. So it's not only about the number, it's also about how I feel and just making myself healthier physically and mentally. And I will say, since I've started this journey, I've been feeling a lot happier and just overall better. And yes, this week was a struggle in many capacities, but I do feel like I'm headed in the right direction regardless of the number that I saw on the scale this morning. Now, let's take a look at our tasks. Number one, I wanted to drink 100 ounces of water every day. And I will say this is one that I feel like was pretty manageable for me this week. I didn't feel like I needed to chug a certain volume of water at the end of the night. I just felt like I was pacing myself right. That said, pacing remains an issue for me. I find that I am drinking more water in the second half of the day over the first half. I can go throughout the entire morning barely drinking my 40 ounces, and then I'll find myself like mid-afternoon, like yesterday, where I have barely finished my first water bottle of the day, and then I start chugging more water. So I definitely need to start just pacing myself better. So I am going to try to focus on that in the upcoming weeks. One thing that has made the biggest difference for me is switching over to this water bottle that has an external straw. Before I was using my Owala, and while I do like it for traveling purposes or going to the gym, I did feel like it was more of a struggle, I guess, to get my water in when I was using that. And I think it could just be that this has an external straw, and therefore it's easier for me to sip while I'm doing other tasks like reading or doing computer work or whatever it is that I'm doing. I just feel like it's easier to just take a sip like this over having to unscrew the top of the water bottle. It's just less effort, and as dumb as it sounds, the easier, the better for me. As for the diet part, I wanted to focus on one, getting my 100 grams of protein a day, and I've been able to do that pretty much every day. There was only one day this week where that didn't happen, and I know what I did wrong and what I could do to fix it moving forward. So I think 100 grams of protein right now is pretty manageable for me, and it's something that I want to keep up with. The second thing that I really wanted to focus on is adding variety. And I will say, this is one that I struggled a little bit more with than I thought I would. I thought that I might be able to spice things up and just use what I have at home to make new meals and just come out with new recipes, but it's definitely been harder than I thought. I have been making some swaps, adding a couple of things here and there, just trying new things, but I thought I would be making more changes than I did this week, and I do feel like I have not completely fulfilled what I had set out to do. That said, any progress is progress, and I think even if I didn't have like the most out there meals, like completely different from what I typically do, I do still think that I've managed to include new things and just spice up my regular meal rotation. So I still want to work on that in the upcoming weeks. I think not that I'm getting bored with my diet, but sometimes I feel like I am not necessarily pushing myself as hard as I could with my weight loss. And I think the two areas where that's the most true for me, at least right now, are the diet part. I feel like I've been relying a lot on the same things, and that's great, but I do want to add just more variety. And then two is the workout portion. This week I didn't work out at all. I went to the gym yesterday, but only to do cardio, and I haven't picked up weights in 7 days now. And so that's definitely something that I want to get back into. I think I want to start maybe a new Alive program. I just think I need to push myself a little bit harder to see more progress and just to feel happier as well. I do tend to feel better whenever I am working out. This week I did go on a lot of walks, which was great. I think it was different, something that I wasn't typically doing, at least when I'm here, but I still believe that there's room for me to improve when it comes to the movement portion of this weight loss journey. So I definitely think there is room for improvement here, and I want to continue to push myself to become the best version of myself that I can be. So make sure to subscribe if you want to follow the journey. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!